What's up, beautiful people? Big news for our Padres today. We acquire a superstar bat. Padres acquire Luis Arraez from the Marlins, arguably one of the purest contact hitters in the game. This is a huge trade for our Padres. We're going to look at the trade a little bit, talk about the give up that we gave, and then we'll also look at the Padres game today, which we ended up winning 7-1. That's 1, 2, 3 game winning streak for those of you that are bad at math like me. But we'll look at the highlights of the Padre game, and we'll look at some stats and some highlights of Luis Arraez for those that don't know who he is, and those who just get more familiar with our new Padre. Let's do this. I know I've said it for 20 plus years, but I got a feeling this is the year. God, Tatis is such a sexy guy. Keep the faith, baby.
1 year soon, the baseball gods will smile on the San Diego Padres, and we will have a parade.
Stay vibrant, Friar Faithful.
And now your handsome host, Beto Diaz on Friar Field Talk.
So jumping right back into it, big news of the day came right before the first pitch of the game. Some rumblings on Twitter with Jeff Passan reporting that the Padres had acquired Luis Arraez for 3 prospects and a relief pitcher. Obviously, we'll look at the return right now, but Luis Arraez is an absolute stud. Just a pure contact hitter that always manages to take the ball to left, to center, to right. Oh, God, sorry. I have like gas in my chest all of a sudden. But just a really good acquisition for the Padres. A really good bat added. Probably going to go to the top of the lineup. I'm going to look at the lineup and possibly where we could fit him in. I think he's probably going to bat first. A lot of people are saying maybe Profar continues to lead off just because he's had so much success. But I think with a bat with Luis Arraez, you have to get him at the start of the lineup. An absolutely huge ad for our boys. Let's go ahead and take a look at his stats and stuff. This is our new golden boy, Luis Arraez from Venezuela, San Felipe, Venezuela. 27 years old. He's under contract for the next 2 years. Won an arbitration case with the Marlins this year. He's going to be getting $10.6 million this year and next year, and then he will become an unrestricted free agent. Just a huge trade for our boys, you guys. I don't think a lot of people realize how good of a bat Luis Arraez is. Obviously not a big power guy. Looking at his numbers to start the year so far, and this is crazy. He's had a kind of a slow start to the year, okay? A slow start to the year for this guy. He's batting .299. 299, only 5 RBIs, 22 runs. Not very many home runs. He's not a power hitter, so don't expect him to hit many bombs. We'll look at his career stats right now. He's never been a power guy. He's never hit home runs. He's always the guy that gets on base and brings in guys that get on the bottom of the order and brings them in. Looking at his career stats a little bit, see if I can zoom this in for you guys. There we go. Make it a little better, easier to see. I'll just have to remember to unzoom it later. Obviously broke into the league at 22 in 2019 with the Twins. Became a household name very quickly. Batted .334, .321, .294, .316. Obviously last year his best year. In almost June and July, I think he was still batting close to 400 last year, which is fucking insane. Just incredible slash lines from the bat last year. .354, .393 on base percentage with a .469 slugging and an OPS of .861. That is an insane number, you guys. Even for a guy that doesn't slug much, this is an absolute haul of a trade for our boys. Going back onto that really quick without looking into the numbers really quick, the Padres end up trading 3 prospects. Their number 6 prospect, their number 9 prospect, and number 13th prospect. Number 6 was Dylan Head. He was our first round pick last year. His projected ETA was 2027, 2028. So not a piece that we would have anywhere near the future, but that he was the highest prospect that we gave away. Not in any of the top 100 prospect rankings in baseball, so we're not losing a top 100 prospect there. Our number 6 overall, that's Dylan Head. The second guy we lost is Jacob Marcy. Marcy is a guy that has some good power, some good pop. He might be the guy when we look at this trade in the future that like, damn, this guy ended up being a major leaguer and being able to hit the ball. And the last guy that we gave up was Nathan Matarella, number 13 prospect for our boys. We'll look at some videos that I found on Twitter of them actually leaving the field. They were playing their game and having to leave the field because they just got notified that they got traded. But those are the 3 prospects we lose. We also lose the player that we got from, I think he's Korean. Yeah, Korean? I don't want to mess that up. I think he's Korean. Yeah, Korean. Woo Suk Go. Yeah, he's Korean with the last name. We ended up trading him. I'm not really sad about it because he didn't even crack the roster. So obviously his stuff hasn't been that great. Who knows? Maybe he turns it around with Miami, finds some stuff going on, and ends up being a fucking star. But I don't think he's going to be that crazy of a thing. Anytime you deal relief pitchers, they're easy to replace. There's a lot of guys coming up. There's so many relief pitchers out there on the market, always the deadline as well. So I'm not really too sad about it. But gonna give you some more in-depth numbers on Luis Arraez here. For his career, a big number that obviously our Padres struggle with is runners in scoring position. His career running in scoring position slash line is 365 batting average, 423 and .467. So obviously it does very, very well with runners in scoring position. If you're putting him at the top of the lineup, obviously you're expecting the bottom of the lineup to come through for your guys. This is my projected lineup now for our boys. We'll have Arraez at front, Nino in second, Cronenworth batting third, Manuel batting fourth, and either switch Bogey and Profar for 5 and 6, and then probably have Campy 7, Hassam Kim 8, who's also I'm really struggling at the plate lately. I'm hoping he turns it around, and probably Merrill in that 9 spot. Obviously, Merrill, if he continues to play okay, he got some good hits today. It started looking a little better. Maybe switch Kim and Merrill from the 8th and 7th, and depending on how Campy ends up doing. But I do expect for Arraez to be our leadoff hitter. I think you waste a lot of opportunities batting him third, especially when you really need that big hit. He's going to be the guy that gets the singles and the doubles and getting on base, but he's not going to be the guy to drive in people. So I feel like starting him first in the lineup is probably the best spot for him. Let me go ahead and unzoom this. I did see a lot of really stupid. You know what? There's a little side tangent here. There's a lot of stupid Padre fans. Like, I get it. There's a lot of stupid everything fans, and I feel like with the success the Padres have had in the last couple of years and selling out the stadiums and like having more fans at the games, a lot of y'all are fucking stupid and are saying that this trade somehow was really bad. You know how I feel about prospect hugging. I'm not a big belter for it, especially when we're not even giving up anyone in our top 5. People were referring to, this is an actual thing I saw on Twitter. They were comparing Luis Arraez to Adam fucking Frazier. Okay? They were calling Luis Arraez the Latin Adam Frazier. Let's not forget that the guy batted 354 last year. Okay? But anyways, y'all are really fucking dumb. You should read a book. I don't know. Go outside. Maybe not watch baseball because maybe it's not your thing. Or you can continue listening to Fry Field Talk, who never is wrong. His opinion is always correct. And everything he says is gospel. Yeah, I'm never wrong. I've never been wrong yet, right? But anyways, get your shit together. He's not the fucking Latin Adam Frazier. For God's sakes, seek help. But I'm always saying his glove isn't that great. Obviously, his glove isn't terrific. But the guy, I was looking at his fielding stats on his career because I wasn't really familiar with how well he does fielding. Let me find it right here. I had it. I know last year he only committed 4 fucking errors. You guys were acting like he was the Roger Dorn of the freaking MLB. Give me this Roger Dorn Major League reference, come on, Dorn, get in front of the damn ball. Don't give me this Olay bullshit. And it's in his contract that he can't get hurt and he can't be diving because he has to perfect his image, But only 4 fucking errors last year. I'm having like a problem finding where the fielding stat is, or I'm just blind. Standard fielding, that's for, here we go. Standard fielding. So last year he had 4 errors. Year before that he had 0. Year before that 4, 1, 1. Like what are we thinking here, boys? I don't know. I think that a lot of people are going to try and find the bad with this team just because we've been fucking miserable for years, and that's fine. But this guy is a stud, man, and I want everyone to be as excited as I am because he is a significant piece for our team. He slides in really, really well, I think, with our team. Fills the need that we really had. God, I just have stuff in my eyes now. I'm sorry. But fills the need we really need with a left-handed bat. Only really noticeable bat that's been really pulling for us lately, obviously, Profar's a switch. So Cronenworth has been our only really, really good lefty. So sticking another lefty in there that's going to bat anywhere from 300 to 340, possibly, if he keeps doing what he's done as a career 326 hitter. It's it's awesome. It's a really good trade. And I know the prospect huggers, and I know a lot of people are all about the prospects, but I really do like this trade. It fills a need we desperately need. We can get away from the DH spot. I believe he'll probably DH because Kim is just the too valuable glove, and Bogart's also a very valuable glove. I don't expect him to take any starts at third. Maybe pushing him some starts at first base and swapping Cronenworth DH with him. But Cronenworth is also another really good glove. So I want to keep Crony at first as long as possible. So I suspect that Arraez will DH for us. But yeah, guys, I really, really like this trade. I think it's a sign of some really good things to come for our boys. I did find this video here on Twitter of some of the highlights for him. Now listen, this is going to sound, I put the volume on. This is going to sound very exaggerated, and I understand that this is exaggerated. But let me get here. I found this stat. Where's it at? Since his inception into the league, he has had the exact same batting average, the exact same on-base percentage as none other than Tony Gwynn. In his first 6 seasons as an MLB player, Tony Gwynn. He's being compared to Tony Gwynn. Now, obviously, I know he's not fucking Tony Gwynn, you guys, okay? The guy is Tony. There'll never be another Tony Gwynn. But even the fact that he gets comparison to Tony Gwynn is insane. And he gets that comparison because he takes the ball a lot to left field. He kind of takes the ball where it's placed. See, look at that. Outside part of the plate goes to the left. Ball's inside, he's going to go to the right. He doesn't pull. He doesn't go dead center. He doesn't always go to left. He has a very, very easy approach at the plate. Always just goes with the ball where it's at. Hard to pitch to him because you can't pitch him outside. You can't pitch him inside. You definitely can't pitch him in the middle. Kind of just like one of those guys that finds the spots, you know, look at this. High into the zone, doesn't matter. You can't creep high heat behind him. Anything that breaks in the outer plate, goes with it. That's a paint pitch right there. Still goes with the ball. So really like this. This is just, to me, an absolute fit and need that the Padres needed, especially with the left-handed bat. Really, 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 really like the trade. And I think he's going to be doing a lot better for us in the leadoff position than probably anyone else on our team would be doing. Granted, Profar has had a really, really good year. But now keeping Profar in the lineup and adding this guy to the lineup is just a fucking move and a half, you guys. I think Preller really, really did a good job in this trade. Look at that pitch. Okay, hold on. We got to go back. This is fucking insane. Look where this ball lands. See where my cursor's at? The ball lands right here. Look at this. That is insane. Talk about going with a pitch. Just beautiful stuff from him. Look at that. Just easy, simple, pure contact hitting. Something the Padres haven't had in a long, long time. A guy that consistently hits for average and gets on base. Just an absolute find from our boys. I did find this as well. Oop, this thing, volume. BR Walkoff posted this of Nathan Motorella. He was the number 13 prospect for us, who was on second base during the middle of when the trade got announced. And like you show him, I'll show you right here. The manager goes to somebody, he's like, look, we got to pull this guy. So he's like, yo, you're coming out. And he's like, yo, me? What? He's like, let's go. You got to go. He's like, me? Why? He's looking like someone else? What's going on? So kind of a really weird, I think it's kind of fucked up moment. You know, you're playing in the game and then you get fucking pulled because you just got traded while your team is, you know, struggling 8-1. But I don't know. I thought that was a little cool to see, a little different. But welcome, Luis Arraez, to San Diego. We're lucky, and I'm so happy to have you. I'm going to do a really quick recap of the game now. Really happy with... I am getting bombarded with the audio, so I'm so sorry. But really quick recap, because it was just a great day. Padres win their third straight, take the Snakes. They stifle them really quickly, really easily. Win 7-1. Dylan Cease looked fucking fantastic. Go quickly with the stat line here on Dylan Cease. 6 2/3, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 0 walks again. That's 3 straight starters that we've had that have not walked a person, a batter, anything. 0 walks, 8 Ks. He was on fire. He was really spotting with the slider. Today I was looking at his stats. He had more sliders than fastballs thrown today. So the fact that he was getting away with using this slider so much and with success is just fucking awesome, man. Really, really dealing. Really cool thing to see too. We get on the board first, thanks to El Nino with an absolute fucking piss missile to deep center. 419 feet. Gurriel there, the left fielder, doesn't even fucking move. This ball was an absolute tater. This comes in the 4th inning. This Ciccone guy for Arizona, who had posted 2 back-to-back really good starts for Arizona, and he had started the game really well. Obviously, 3 innings of no-run baseball. And I'm like, fuck, this is another higher K-rate pitcher that's going to fucking tear us apart. But that was not the case. Padres strike early here in the 4th. And, well, strike early, but they strike here in the 4th. And then Cronenworth goes back-to-back. Hanging changeup. Doesn't have any sort of break to it. Cronenworth makes him pay to the Cron zone. At this point, you're up 3-0, and you're like, let's fucking go. We're getting some runs in, boys. Merrill also breaks out of his slump a little bit with a double. He ends up scoring Manuel here. Show it to you really quickly. Takes the ball 94 up in the zone and just goes with it to right field. Manuel trots home. Merrill gets in with a double. A really good, maybe a breaking out moment again for Merrill, who had slumped of late. At this point, it's 4-0 Padres. Fernando had a really good game, had a 3-hit game today, as well as Cronenworth, both 3-hit games. Manuel ends up, Fernando gets an RBI single here, and Manuel comes up and just hits an absolute fucking missile to left. Boom! Another hanging fucking changeup, this time by Bowman, and sends it over. The ball is in the fucking air for like 1.5 seconds. Manuel has been really swinging the bat really well lately. I think since he's become a dad, he's been really using that dad energy. Just this waits on a changeup high in the zone, makes him pay for it, and sends it to left. At this point, it's a 7-0 game. I'm like, this game is in the bag. The way Cease has been pitching looked really phenomenal. The only run comes here in the 5th, single from Eugenio Suarez. But the Padres take this one 7-1. A really, really good day for us Friar faithful. Let me go here 1 second. There we go. Just an amazing day overall for our Padres. Hopefully we can take the series tomorrow. Game time is 5:10. We'll have King on the bump going against Fott for Arizona. And then the last game Sunday will be Waldron versus Nelson at 1:10. Some really good stuff from our boys. Really happy with the Arraez trade. Wanted to make a quick video just because he's such a significant blockbuster trade in May. AJ Preller is a madman. I really like the trade. Tell me what you guys think. What are your comments on the trade? I know a lot of people were a little pessimistic on Twitter, which is natural because we've been so fucking miserable in the past. But I really, really like the trade. I think it's a great piece for our boys, especially whenever you can add a 300 batter to their lineup, especially to lead off. I'm not going to complain. So that's it for now, everybody. I will see everybody again on Monday. Like I said, if something crazy happened, I'd drop by for a video. Unless something crazy happens again tomorrow, but tomorrow I might be out, so I'm not sure. I will see everybody on Monday. Stay vibrant. Luis Arraez is a Padre baby. Get hyped. We'll welcome him here. So happy to have him. Stay vibrant, everybody. Enjoy your weekends. Love y'all. Take care.